Hello and welcome back to another week of Sambo iRacing. We're back in the rookie fixed BMW M2 CSL for yet another track guide. This time we're at the very tricky Summit Point Jefferson track. It's a track that is made for go-karts and I don't know why we are driving the saloon car on here. Anyway, as always we'll do a hot lap, a breakdown, then we'll be back in the cockpit one final time, the driving line on. Let's go. Right, let's start the hot lap. So we're smashing it down the main straight, getting over to the left-hand side. We're just keeping our eye out for this concrete barrier on the left. As we get up to it, braking up to about 90%, down to third gear, leaving it in third gear. Very, very tricky little bit, this on throttle control. On the brake, slightly harder, long trail off, down to second gear, on the gas as soon as possible, but we don't go up to full power until around here. It's really slippy on exit in the BMW M2 here. As we get into this little dip, going to brake up to about 75% and again trail it off, leaving it in third gear. On the gas as soon as possible. You can just see me fighting for grip around most of these corners. Go through this first one. Now before we get to the second, brake up to about 90% and again long trail off, dropping it down to second gear, getting tight on the corner for a late apex and back on the gas and over and across the line we go in a 51.4. Right, let's do the breakdown. Right, breakdown lap. Here we go. So, first braking marker. As you can see on the left-hand side, you've got this additional sort of like concrete barrier between the two tracks. Now, we're going to start braking as soon as it disappears out of our quarter panel, certainly for me. We brake up to about 80%, hold it, hold it, hold it. Now we trail it off, getting back up on the gas roughly halfway around the corner as we hit the apex. But we don't go up to full power until we've straightened that wheel out. Little lift and now we get back on the brakes, only up to about 40%, sharp trail off, and then basically once we straighten the wheel out again, we're back on the brakes up to about 55-60%, long trail off. We drop it down to second gear and we hold it roughly on around half, so 50 to 60% power until we've got that wheel straightened out a bit more, and then we increase it. And then we just keep increasing it. You feel the balance of the car or the weight of the car transfer, and you know you can make it through the exit. You'll know what I mean when you hear it. Right, for the next braking marker, you've got this patch of mud coming up on the right-hand side. We're going to brake roughly halfway between where I am now, which is the top of the rise, and the mud. So as you can see, mud's coming up now. I'm on the brakes up to about 75%. Trail it off down to third gear, getting back on the gas at the apex, and again trying to get on the gas as soon as possible. Right, so from this first apex, the braking point is midway between where we are now and the second apex, more or less just before we cross the white hatched lines. So as you can see now, we go on the brakes up to about 80%. Down to third gear, down to second gear, and now we're just waiting, see the exit. Right, we don't want to exit any further wide than we are now, so whilst we're not going to go into the pits, if you get all four of your tyres across this white line, or this line that's right in front of you, you will get an unsafe pit entry black flag, and it will ruin your race. And over across the line we go in a 51.4. We've got one final version coming up next with the driving line on without me talking. Enjoy.